through the Bible and you can't pronounce their names. Especially when you get in the Old Testament, it's like so-and-so begat so-and-so begat so-and-so. What I normally do when I'm reading through the Bible, I just say like their first name. I'm like, okay, or their first letter of their first name. It's like, okay, A begat B, who begat C, who begat D. That's kind of how I read it. So I want us to read Colossians chapter 4 today, but I want us to just kind of put this frame on it of qualities of friends that you should have in your life. Who are the people you should spend time with? And what you're going to notice as we read through this is Paul, he's writing this letter to this church in Colossae. And he's going to mention 10 of his friends by name. He's got 10 friends, and he's going to talk about their qualities and their characteristics. And I believe that you and I, we should have a support group of friends and relationships and people that are going to encourage us. Because your friends, they're like elevator buttons. They're either going to take you up or they're going to take you down. Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. Now, here's the way this works. So I can just tell you this. If there's any area of success in my life, I can trace it back to people, my friends, that have given me the right mindset, that have pointed me the right direction, that have given me good counsel. And I can think back to some times in my life, seasons when I wasn't following God. I didn't do it alone. Those seasons in my life when I wasn't pursuing God, it was because I was around people that weren't pursuing God. You recognize this. You don't get in trouble alone. I want you to listen. Take your Crosspoint notes out just for a moment. Take your pen and you can pick one up in front of the pew. Just put it back because I got one more service after this is done. But I want you to list. Just write down in your Crosspoint notes. Who are your closest friends? Who are your closest friends? Think about it for a moment. I mean, who would you call at 2 a.m. in the morning if you were struggling? Don't write your spouse. Just cross that out. Cross that out. I'm talking about people outside of your family. Not your dog. Not your imaginary friend. Who is it that at 2 a.m. you know you can count on them? You know that they would be there. If you call and say, "Man, I just need your help," they'll be like, "I'm on my way." Who do you have like that in your life? I remember when Shannon and I, our son Braden was born. He was born 6 weeks premature. I remember when his little lung collapsed. Man, I was at a place where I needed some support in my life. And you know, I'm so glad that I had a friend that I was able to pick up my phone. I was able to call. I remember when some things came unraveled in my family, and there were some secrets that were exposed, and some things that were brought to light. You ever had that happen before? It just kind of mentally messes you up a little bit. You're like, what is going on? And just trying to process through some of this stuff. I remember I had a friend that I picked up the phone, and we walked through it. He'd call me every few days, just check in on me. How you doing? What's going on? See, I want to teach you what leadership experts and psychologists, and most importantly, what Jesus teaches. You are the average of your 5 closest friends. You're the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. Think about this for a moment. If you look at those 5 people, the people you have on your list, the people you spend the most time with, you're probably financially somewhere in the middle of where those 5 people are. Morally, you're probably right there in the middle of where those people that you spend the most time with. Listen, if you got stoned last night, chances are you were stoned with 4 or 5 other people. Now don't look at me today like people who come to Crosspoint never been stoned. Our church, we're reaching lost people. We're reaching people that are far from God. We're reaching people that used to follow God and aren't. And because of that, I recognize we got some people, maybe even some of you, were last night you were stoned. And you weren't stoned alone. The flip side is true as well. If you're following God with all of your heart, I bet you got 2 or 3 or 4 other people that you're spending time with that are pursuing God, that are chasing after God with you. Today I want to give you some qualities of friends that you should have in your life, and I think this is so significant because if you get your friends right, the right friend sets you up for success in every area of your life that matters. And the flip side is true as well. If you get your friendships wrong, that can set you up for more pain and heartache and struggle and trial and more destruction than I could even possibly explain today. So here's the key thought. Here's what I've learned from Paul. Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. Here's the way that Solomon, the wisest man to ever live, here's what he said in Proverbs 13:20. He said, walk with the wise and you'll become what, church? Wise. You want to be wise? Hang out with wise people. Associate with fools and get into what? Get into trouble. You show me your friends and I'll show you your future. If you hang out with people that are wiser and smarter and have better marriages and are better with their money and better leaders, you're going to become like them. You're going to rise to the level. But if you hang out with a bunch of idiots, you hang out with a bunch of party things and people that are in trouble, they're going to drag you down to where they are.